This is a review of an LED strobe light slash party light. This basically is really nothing more than what it says, which is a party light. This does have a couple of interesting extra bells and whistles that are worth taking a look at, so let's do that. Before we go into that, let's just run through this. This basically is a rotating top. When you plug it in, it rotates, and so it sends your light show circulating around. It's a multicolored LED light show. This really is a speaker setup, although you should not expect too much from these speakers, certainly not at this price range. In addition to what you see here, this comes with a flash drive and a remote control. And the reason for both the flash drive and the remote control is visible on the side of this project. I'm not sure how well this is going to show. You've got a flash drive, an SD card port, and you've got some controls for, and I love the black on black handwriting to make it impossible to follow. Play, pause, go to the next, and go to the previous. Basically, when you plug in a USB drive or you plug in an SD card, if there is music in the root of the drive, the player built into this will automatically start up and play it. Now, the flash drive that they include with this, quite frankly, is a throwaway drive. It is 120 megabytes in capacity, and notice I said megabytes, not gigabytes. This is small. I also, they include 3 songs on it. Take a look at the 3 songs. If you like them, keep them. If you don't, then I would say, frankly, throw the drive away. It is slow, and it is not all that reliable. When I copied a song or 2 in it so that I could run some tests, and then plugged it in, what I found is that it had not copied them correctly, and the songs were corrupted on the drive. Reformatted the drive and tried again, and this time it seemed to work. But as I said, this is a throwaway, don't keep it, and it's really not part of the overall product. One other thing worth noting is this is rotatable, although frankly not with one hand, so I'm going to go ahead and play around with it with 2 hands and then show you the results. Similarly, these speakers are independently rotated, so I could put this out at an angle, say like a cannon, and then keep the speakers straight, or I could rotate the speakers, say straight up, do anything you want. It rotates in full 360 degrees. One other thing I wanted to point out is the cord on this one is actually not very long. It's a little over 3 feet. So by and large, you're probably going to find that you want an extension cord when you're using this. So let's plug it in and try a couple things and see what we think. I've rotated the speakers up just a little bit. I've rotated the LED light down just a little bit, and I've turned it on. You can see it flashing. I'm going to take this into a little bit darker room and let you see what it looks like. I've also plugged in the flash drive that was provided by it, but I've got it on pause, so let's plug it in, turn it on and see what we get. So speakers work, and I can turn them up. Let's try it out with the remote control. As you can see, these are a bit tinny sounding. Speakers are a bit tinny sounding. This is not something that is high fidelity. It's a toy. And it's fine for what it is. All right, let's take this into the other room, turn off the music, and see what we got. All right, taking this into the living room. The blinds are closed. It's a moderately dim light in here. This is a pretty good low light camera, which is why this looks still like fairly broad daylight. The light is not enough in and of itself to light a room. You're not going to read a book from this. This is not something you're going to use on a regular basis. This really is exactly what it says it is. It's a toy. It's a party light. So let's take a look at the light show up above. As you can see, it does a pretty good job of spreading the light show over a pretty fair distance. The LED lights in this toy are pretty bright, just that they've got the colors make it harder to actually illuminate a room rather than just give you pretty color patterns. For what it is, I like it. This is just something to put on and amuse yourself with. The one thing that actually makes it a little bit harder is the lights are bright enough that it's a little bit painful to just watch it. You really do want to watch just the ceiling where it's just fine. I don't know whether you need a party light like this, but if you do, this is a pretty good model. Just make sure you've got an extension cord to plug into it, and honestly, I wouldn't bother with the speakers.